For hundreds of years, farming's been the natural career choice for many teenagers growing up in the Lake District. I headed to meet some of the next generation of farmers.
It might not fit the first time, but if you turn it up the other way up, you can get it to fit. You've always got to think about the next course going up.
Watching them closely was Peter Armstrong, a respected farmer who also teaches at Cumbria's famous agricultural college.
This is dry stone walling. I suppose some people would say it's the 21st century, but it is still, I mean, it's not just the landscape, it's not just how the landscape looks, is it? This is a tool, really, as well, for farming, isn't it?
And these guys, I'll tell you why have we got these walls, guys? What's good about having these walls?
If you got, like in the winter, if it's bad weather, it's good shelter, so...
The shelter they can get behind here can be the difference between life and death, really, for a young lamb.
That's teaching me something.
It's kind of the trick is just to try and keep them a level course through, and then it's easier for the next course, thinking about where the next level's going.
These are a few of the 500 or so students at Newton Rigg Agricultural College, founded a century ago to train up Cumbria's young farmers. Yet Newton Rigg had been deemed financially unviable and was set to close.
If you weren't studying at Newton Rigg, where else could you study?
Probably just wouldn't go to college.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad situation for Cumbria, really, because it's been such a great asset for the county, and it needs it because primarily we are a livestock county, and you know, you can see how fantastic it is, and we need to invest in that. We need to invest in these guys. We need to make it as accessible as we can for them to progress in their careers.
Angus, am I right in thinking that you're running the family farm?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
18.
You're 18 years old?
Yeah.
Goodness me. It's not just your future then, is it? It's the future of the land as well. It's the future of rural Britain in this area that we're talking about with the college. Is that fair?
Probably very fair, yeah.
Surely now more than ever, farming needs new blood, new skills, and we need farmers who are trained to produce both food and look after the environment.
Angus has said we can come and visit his farm, so we're just heading up there now. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that was once a remote little farmstead, and now it's a very lonely old building on a very bleak and barren bit of moor.
Angus farms 1,000 feet up on the fells, in one of the toughest places to be a hill farmer. There's a saying here that you get 9 months of winter and 3 months of bad weather. For once, I brought a bit of sunshine.
Angus? Angus? Hello, mate. All right, where to?
Shed.
You've got a fair bit of land here, haven't you?
1,500 acres and just over 1,000 breeding ewes.
How many are in here now, do you know?
There was 116 of all these big pens this morning.
Where do you sell to? Where do your lands, where does your meat end up?
Pretty sure some of that goes into Aldi and Asda and Lidl, I think.
I just hadn't understood the size of what you're doing. I mean, this is a big farm. How do you come to be running the family farm pretty much on your own?
Dad was hit on the road on a quad bike 4 years ago. He's knocked off. He hit his head on the tarmac, and he was in ICU for a month. Not long after, my mum was diagnosed with stomach cancer, and sadly she died last March, 9th of March. So and then my dad, the day it was, but he just died this year, end of March.
End of March?
Yeah, it was, I think.
Weeks ago?
Aye.
I mean, nobody would expect you to cope after that.
Just got to get on with it, the farms and stuff. Yeah, I still need feeding, still need looked after.
think it's quite hard for any of us really to fully understand the burden that that young man is carrying. He has lost both his parents in a very short space of time, and he's got all this life to shepherd and care for and look after. Take these.
Take that pen there. Just shake
Yeah.
it. Shake it about.
Angus had wanted to continue at college, to be given the essential know-how and education he needs to keep the farm going. With so much at stake, he was relying heavily on school friends to help out.
Yeah, we just started coming last year in lockdown and we haven't really stopped. So me and my friend are both in sixth form. So whenever it's like holidays time, or last year because it was lockdown, it was maybe like twice a week, 3 times a week.
So you're in sixth form now?
Yeah.
You're doing your A-levels?
Yes.
Which makes you 17?
Yeah.
How old are you, Ewan?
17.
What would you say your principal role is here? Keeping them alive?
Yeah, I can look, yeah. Just make sure they're all right and fit and healthy.
I'm quite struck by this scene here. Look, you've got the 3 of them. These 3 relative youngsters doing the farm and the farming. Remember, in this county and country, the average age of a farmer is about 59. They are the new young blood, and yet their means of getting a proper education in farming is being taken away.
He's been born dead because his eyes are coloured. He's all cloudy. Because he can still birth.
It's the reality. Now he's got to try and keep the other one alive.
Just try to breathe.
Is that to clear the airway?
Yeah, yeah.
Just to get any liquid out of the lungs?
Yeah.
Are you hopeful?
It's taking breaths, like. Yeah. Only they lift the head up, they're going to be right. So the way it's taking a few breaths and then stopping.
It's not what you would call fighting for it, is it?
No. Just not quite right. I'll put it in the wall.
You're going to put it in the warm box?
Yeah, just for a bit.
Oh, it's holding its head a bit more now, isn't it?
This looks better than it did before.
So he's taking it to put it in the warm box, which I presume does what it says on the tin. Is this an official bit of kit, or has this been made yourselves?
That's homemade.
Somebody's old fleece over the top.
Yeah.
And you've got the heater fan added on the side.
Yeah.
And that can really work, can it?
Yeah, yeah.
You've saved life with that.
Yeah, fetch them round.
Back from death.
Just about, yeah.
Good Lord.
It's really good.
This is the room for the night for me.
You know, I just cannot get over the level of responsibility this young man, this lad, has taken on. What a lad he is. He's choosing to rise to an immense challenge and attempt to carry it forward. What can you have for that other than enormous respect? I love that. Essential supplies. Good on them.
5:43 on a Friday morning. Morning. Angus is up. He's about to do the rounds. I need to get my boots on. Anything have been popped out?
There and there. There's something with this one there.
Oh, right, wow.
So 5 births in the last few hours?
Yeah. What happened to the one from last night that went in the warming box?
Is that one there?
It was this one.
Was that one? Looks a lot better than what it was.
What a difference! For a start, it's alive. It's made it through the night.
I reckon Angus will make a great success of his farm, despite all the challenges.
Crazy times.
Good luck, mate.
Right, thanks.
Cumbrians are certainly a hardy people. But I do worry that the Lake District and much of the British countryside is becoming a tougher place for young people to work and thrive.